Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be taking a look at an interesting situation regarding a former Tampa Bay Buccaneer great and a bitter division rival of the Bucs. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. It all started with Mike Garafolo tweeting out that the Saints had worked out Jason Pierre-Paul. Now, this video is being uploaded on November 14th at like 7 a.m., but it is being recorded the night of November 13th where all these reports have been coming out, right? So, point being, the Saints worked out Jason Pierre-Paul. I remember I saw this and I thought, okay, not great, but let's see if it goes anywhere. There was a report that had come out that Jason Pierre-Paul wanted to sign with a contending team. I believe he was even okay with signing to a practice squad of a contending team. Something along those lines. The Saints, not necessarily a team that's going to be contending for a Super Bowl, anything along those lines, in my opinion. So, interesting thing to note there. However, just a couple of hours after that tweet was sent out by Mike Garafolo, you had this tweet from Josiah Anderson that said that Jason Pierre-Paul was planning on signing with the New Orleans Saints. Take a look at the tweet. It was sent out at 7:45 p.m. Jason Pierre-Paul seems like he is going to be joining the Saints. Boo! Not fun. We don't like to see that because Jason Pierre-Paul was a pretty good player for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in his time. He's a two-time Super Bowl champion, three-time All-Pro, one-time All-Pro, three-time Pro Bowler, I guess I should say. And obviously, a lot of Bucs fans hold JPP near and dear to his heart. He was with the Giants for a good long while, 8 years of his career, where he amassed 58.5 sacks for that team. He then joined the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2018, had 12.5 sacks in his first year. It was the first time a Tampa Bay Buccaneer had gotten double-digit sacks since Simeon Rice. Then after that, he had 8.5 sacks, playing in only 10 games total. That was due to a injury that he had sustained in a car accident. I believe it was a neck injury. Then in 2020, a Pro Bowl year for Jason Pierre-Paul, he had 9.5 sacks that year. Then in 2021, he had 2.5 sacks, playing in only 12 games. Then last year, he joined the Baltimore Ravens with 3 total sacks in that year. Overall, it was not a super stellar year for JPP. He still had a couple of interesting moments here and there. He had 2 interceptions with Tampa Bay, which was kind of cool. One with the Ravens. Again, only playing in 14 total games, starting 13 of them. He had 3 total sacks last year. And now he's going to find himself with the Saints, midway, a little past midway through the season. And it is unfortunate, all things considered. Again, I know a lot of Bucs fans liked Pierre-Paul. They liked what he brought to the overall vibe of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the leadership, everything in between. You take a look at the overall sack numbers, if we can find them here in a moment. Let me go ahead and zoom out so we can get to it. JPP where is he? He's 9th on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers history of sacks for the entire franchise. So he's a guy who did a lot in, not a lot of time, only playing in 54 games for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And JPP was still 9th. That is, more than guys who have played a lot more games, right? Like Broderick Thomas, Greg Spires, some of the other guys that are down here on this list. Point being that Jason Pierre-Paul was one of the more effective modern-day rushers that the Bucs had on their team, and he just joined a bitter division rival in the Saints, who JPP is very familiar with. He played the Saints multiple times when he was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, bit of an interesting signing here. It definitely, doesn't sit well with me per se. I don't mind JPP going out, getting that bag, right? Especially at the age of 34. Go out there and, get your money, king. But it'd have to be the Saints. Come on, man. Like, dang it, right? Like, I hate it whenever situations like that happen. Now, the Bucs do play the Saints later on this year, so we will be seeing JPP in a Tampa Bay, or I guess I should say, in a New Orleans Saints uniform, trying to go up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a thing that we've seen before with Jameis Winston, with some of the other former Bucs going to different teams and whatnot. So the Buccaneers will be seeing JPP and the Saints in week number 17 on New Year's Eve. So, folks, a bit of unfortunate news here. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneer great Jason Pierre-Paul goes to the New Orleans Saints, bitter rival, and it is what it is. What do you guys think about this news? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.